This video briefly shows how to run the Kafka Spark Streaming Cassandra container. So basically we have two notebooks here, one to send data and another one to receive data. And then all the instructions to install the container are in the README here. So the quick startup guide, the easiest way is to start the container by downloading it from the Docker Hub website. And you can simply copy and paste this line into the console. So I'm going to be connected straight away in the container because I already downloaded it before. Otherwise, it's 4 gigabytes, so it can take around 15 minutes to download and get started, depending on your connection. Once you're there, you need to start up some scripts, basically for SSH connection, Cassandra, and this also starts Zookeeper and Kafka. And it takes around 15 seconds. So this is what we've just done, and then you need to connect as user guest and start the notebook. So connect as guest and start the notebook. The notebooks are available at port 8888, and then the IP depends on whether you're on Linux or Windows or Mac. For Linux, it's going to be the localhost 127.0.0.1. And for Mac and Windows, you need to check on what IP your virtual machine is working. So for me, it's this address, which I copy and paste in the browser, and then go to port 48. And then to the notebooks directory. Then I have the Kafka send data. So I basically execute all the lines. The first one does some import of packages for Kafka. There we start the Spark context. So this takes a bit of time because it's downloading the required packages. And so once this is done, I can start the Kafka producer, which basically sends messages every second. Here the timestamp one, and it sends the current time. On the receiver side, so the same, I have some dependencies for Spark Streaming and Cassandra, and then I will start the Spark context. So again, it's downloading the dependencies. Then I have a save to Cassandra function, which basically takes the rows which are received from the stream and writes them to Cassandra. The streaming part itself, so it's connecting to the Kafka producer on topic test, and then all the rows which are received are written on Cassandra. And so let's start this. And so it's running the receiver every 5 seconds in this case. And so we start receiving messages which get nicely in the console here. So what we can do also is connect so at the same IP as for the notebook, but on port 4040, which is the Spark user interface. So we see everything which is done by Spark. And if we go to the streaming tab, then we see here more details about the streaming, and so that it's receiving message at 1 event per second. Then to stop the streaming, we execute this command, and because we stop gracefully, then it's going to take about 10 seconds to stop. And finally, we can retrieve the content from the Cassandra table here. And we see that indeed data has been logged.